Okay, so here I have completed round 3, and this is the front view of the hat. So you can see that in the front you're going to have a set of right leaning and left leaning. That's going to begin forming the base of the little pineapple shape. And you've got another one over here, another set. And then on the back, you've got an open area where there will not be cabling on the back side of the hat. And that'll make it easier to differentiate the front and the back side for the wearer. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and begin round 4. So round 4 starts off by saying to half double crochet in the same stitch as the joining chain, and then in the next 8 stitches. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up putting a half double crochet in the top of this post stitch. All right, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna continue to push these cables further to the left, so that causes them to continue to lean. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Again, we're gonna do a half double crochet in the same stitch as the joining chain and in the next 8. So a total of 9. So this one's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9th one again is going to go into the top of this post stitch. Okay, now that you've done a row of cables, the cables actually get easier because now you can just work your front post double crochets around these cables from the previous row. So now you're just going to yarn over and work a front post double crochet around the post of this cable. So you're just going to go directly behind it and complete a double crochet. Okay, and then you'll repeat that for the next 2 cable stitches. Just go directly behind them and create a front post double crochet. Directly behind, double crochet. Okay, and then that causes your left leaning cables to continue to slant and grow taller. Okay, so now we're going to half double crochet 6 in between this space. So the previous row was 8. You can see now that it's a half double crochet 6 between these sections because you want that section to grow smaller as your cables continue to lean towards each other. Okay, so again, you want to check your main row, make sure you're only leaving 3 unworked. So again, I'm flipping it all the way back to the wrong side so that we can easily see where the last stitch was worked. And you can see that it was last worked here into this loop. Okay, that's your half double crochet. It's going into those loops right there. So you want to start counting from here. 1, 2, 3, and your next stitch should go into this one right here. Okay, so yarn over into that next stitch, complete a half double crochet, and again that continues to pull your cables left. Now you want to do a total of 6 here, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then the pattern says to skip 1. Okay, so this stitch right here, you will be skipping that one. And again, what that's going to do is it's going to pull these cables further to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and yarn over. We're skipping this stitch right here, and then you're going to work your front post double crochet around the post of this last cable. So just go directly behind it and complete a double crochet. And then you repeat that with the next 2. So directly behind the cable and complete a double crochet. And one more time. Okay, and then again, to continue on the main row, you want to double check. So flip it over, look at the back side of the work. This over here was the last stitch that was worked into. You can see that half double crochet going into that one. Now the one that we skipped, you do want to count that in your skipped stitches because we only want to leave 3 skipped ones for every 3 cable stitches that we do. Okay, so even though we skipped it on the main row, we're counting it in the skipped stitches now. Okay, so again, you look for that last one you worked into, which is this one right here. You can see the half double crochet going into that stitch. So you want to start counting here, 1, 2, 3, and work into this one. And again, you'll notice that every time you're continuing off of your right leaning cables, the stitch that you work back into on the main row is always directly behind that post stitch. That happens for the right leaning cables, again, so that those next set of half double crochets kind of shove these posts further to the right. Okay, so from here, you'll just continue the pattern, and you'll continue your half double crochet to the next set of cables. Okay, so here's what it should start looking like. All right, your set of left leaning cables, your 6 half double crochet, your set of right leaning cables. So now you'll just half double crochet over to your next set of left leaning cables and repeat that all the way around until you complete round 4.